Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monique Macrin. If you're new here, karibu sana. If you've been here before, karibu tena. Please do not forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So today we are going to talk about financial wellness. Finances are very key in our lives. Like, we use money to pay rent, to buy food, to pay school fees, and to buy other forms of. You can use your money to buy happiness, to buy experiences, to buy your health. Like, you can never separate money from your wellness. Okay, to some extent you can, but I want us to understand in the sense that once you get your finances wrong, you are stressed, or you won't be able to afford basic needs. As a result, you're going to be stressed. If you're stressed, then your well-being is compromised. So now I hope we understand how finance is a part of is an aspect, a very important aspect of your wellness. Yep. So our financial bit today is going to focus on purchasing land, and specifically buying land in Ngong. But before we come to buying land in Ngong, I want to put like a disclaimer. You all know that I'm not a finance person. I do not have an economic background, but I do my research. I listen, I read a lot, and I also talk with people in that industry. And one thing I can comfortably tell you is that in these prevailing times, buying land is a way of some sort of savings that you can be able to go back to when you have an emergency is not a wise idea. Like, land is not as liquid as it was before, you get? So you can't say that I'm buying this land so that after 1 year, if I have a medical emergency, or I want to take my kid to school, I can easily send that land. Well, you can't be able to do that, but just analyze the financial environment in the country and world at large right now. We're doing so poorly, you get? A lot of people are losing their jobs, people are not being paid well, taxes every other day, so the cost of living is pandaing. Yeah, the cost of living is escalating. As a result, disposable income is not as it was a few years back, and that tells you that when you want to sell land as an emergency, it may not come in handy, because people do not have that disposable income at hand. Sana, some do, and maybe and for those who have the disposable income at hand, understand that land is no longer as liquid as it was, so they may not be likely to jump and buy that land haraka. And if they do, they will not give you the value of that land. They will want to buy it cheaply. Now, what are you guys repeating? That said, I still want to encourage buying land, but not as a disposable, as a liquid asset, but as a form of, for the long term. You can buy land so that you wait for it to appreciate in value, with the hope of that maybe one day you can settle there, you can build something there, or you can sell it, but not as that backup for an emergency. No. Now let's come to Ngong. So Ngong is in the outskirts of Nairobi, Kenya, which is in Africa. And it's a place where, I would describe it as a hot and warm kind of an environment. But saizi, well, I apologize for the noise, but there's nothing I can do about it. I live just by the road, so there is nothing I can do about that. So Ngong is hot and warm. There's also a cool breeze because kuna forest hapo. There's the Ngong forest, there's the Ngong hills around there. So when I was there, that is 2 weeks ago, I was able to notice that it's a place that is not very cold, it's warm, but at the same time, it's a place that can be good for agriculture, simply because it's also warm. It's also cool. Kuna a lot of trees. And also the government has provided this specific area with free water. There's free water in that area, so kuna a lot of irrigation going on. That is one of the reasons why I feel like it could be a good place, because even if you buy that piece of land with the hope of settling there, you can easily have your kitchen garden. You can even do your agriculture hapo too. Another reason I'm recommending Ngong is that Ngong is well connected. First of Okay, wacha hata niache kutoka Ngong, wacha niende this particular place inaitwa Olboishor. I'm not sure if I have the name right. Olshaibor ama Olboishor. So this is 15 minutes from Ngong town. Ngong town is 30 minutes from Karen, and Karen is like 30 to 45 minutes from Nairobi CBD depending on traffic. But this issue of traffic is going to be sorted soon because barabara inatengeneza, there's the expansion of the road. There's also the proposed express that apparently is going to start later in this year. So in the next 2 years, traffic is not going to be as crazy as it is right now. So you can imagine, uko like 1 hour from CBD, you have 30 minutes from Karen. Karen kuna a lot of malls around, so you have close access to hospitals, amenities. Then you come to Ngong town, yeah? Ngong town, it's like 15 minutes, so you can easily access to essential services in town, be it banking. There's also a lot of schools around that region. In addition to that, there's this highway. I'm not sure if it's a highway, but it's a nice, smooth tarmac road going all the way to Narok, Naivasha, Kisii, Kitale. So it's a place that is well connected. And when you're going to Naivasha, you don't have to go all the way to town. There's a junction. From Olboishor, you just get to that junction, you go to your way, either Naivasha, Kitale. So you're well connected to the Rift Valley without having to go to town. And also, you can easily go to Coast and Mombasa without still having to go to town. So I feel like it's a place that is well connected. So we have two reasons: the weather, the agricultural value of the place, the connectivity of the place, and also the recreational nature of this place. So when I talk recreation, I'm talking about the business aspect of it. Because me, when I went there, I was like, oh well, there's so much hills here. There's kuna a lot of hills, a lot of cliffs, a lot of rocks. That means if you purchase a piece of land here, first of all, you can easily put it in Airbnb. You get? You can just put like a simple cottage. You know, those places are the places that you don't like need to put a big structure like a kihoteli kikubwa. No, you can easily have like a cabin there. You can have a cottage. You can even have a camping site. You get? So it's a place that once you buy the land, you can do so much with it in terms of recreation. Has immense recreational value. We have rocks. That means you can easily engage your clients with rock climbing. We have cliffs. That means there's a lot of hiking that you can do. You can also introduce the zip lining. Now everyone is doing it. So if you have cliffs around the region, that means you can, you know, make your own zip lining and people are going to come. In addition to that, already kuna a lot of hotels in that area. Ngong, kina Olboishor, all the way to I'm not good with names, so I'm forgetting most of these names, but I mean, hapa to go and explore. So kuna a lot of hotels. That means there's already an established hospitality and recreation market in the area, and there's too much. The people who are there cannot, you know, have not fully exploited the region. So yeah, we've said you can buy and settle there. Oh yes, a lot of people, like when I was there, you could already see a lot of residential premises coming up. Nice buildings, by the way. So this is a place, you know, that ukienda kununua hapo, you won't like be the only person living in that region. No, there's a lot of people who are settling there. And it's a cosmopolitan region. And by the way, maybe this might interest you, but during the last post-election violence, that was among the only regions in Kenya that were not affected. So there's peace, there's harmony, just like, you know, it's a perfect weather for settling down and for business or for leisure and recreation. Now, that said, let's come to the cost of land in Ngong, specifically Olboishor. So if I could just profile, I'm thinking this could be a perfect place for someone in their late 20s or early 30s. But you know, who am I to know the profiling? I do not know how you earn, but I'm trying to think that if you're within that bracket, you either have your savings, or you could start savings, or you can easily access a loan and buy land there. So for a 50 by 100 portion, you can easily get it from 1 million to 1.5 million. Now, considering Kenya Koteni Moelezea, don't you think this is a steal? Yeah. So next time, before you go to kunywa all your money, put aside for buying land for your future, for your family. Yeah. you know, there's nothing like enough money, and you can never be paid too much ama enough. It's always about how much you purpose to save and where you want to invest this money. So I feel like that's all I have to say. I'm going to insert a bit of videos here for us when we are, you know, going to the place, exploring the very Kikuyu. No apologies for that, by the way. So I'm going to insert like few videos of us exploring the place. Yes, so you can get to see a little bit of how that place looks like. But I must tell you that from the videos I'm going to insert here, you won't get a clear picture of all Boishor ama Ngong. Unaona? So I encourage all of you to go there. It's great as a road trip, and at the same time you're going to see what I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, that's all I had for you today. I hope that from the two small clips you're able to see a little bit of the space, and also from my explanation. And most importantly, I hope that by the end of this video you're going to look at your finances as an important aspect of your financial well-being, and as a result, I know that you're going to make financially sound decisions. Yet Ngong is not the only place I like, you know, that has potential. Kidogo kidogo, we are going to explore other regions in the country, and also I encourage you guys to suggest places that you feel like are developing really fast, and that you feel like my followers should be able to know that huku kuna shamba. Until next time,